43%, Mane 13%, Salah 30%. When you start playing the percentages and De Bruyne 32.3, I personally think you've got to have De Bruyne in there. I'd go to Man City. I think Sterling is too expensive, so I'd go Mahrez. Do you do the Sterling Mahrez and not have De Bruyne and go against what I've just said? But for me, that's it. But Rashford, I said to you Rashford earlier. And the captain's laughing because I've just gone back on myself. But I'm telling you what, mate. Go Sterling, Mahrez and Rashford, and I'm handing over to captain. You've got 30 seconds. You can have a minute because I had a minute.
I applaud you for that. Aubameyang, obviously, Fernandes. I would put Son in my team. I think he's a strong contender. I think my difficulty would be choosing either Salah or Mane, because I think, like in the pre-season games, I think Mane has been more stronger than Salah. So yeah. I think they're the same price. That there's going to be a lot of people that have Salah, I'm sure, even captain him for the first game. I think they've got an easy game. So do you want to take that chance and choose Mane instead? And maybe, he could potentially score has more possible chances of scoring than Salah. So, yeah.
Excellent. NVD, take us home.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lads have said all the big boys. I guess maybe some of the lesser midfielders that we could have as fillers. Harvey Barnes, he's owned by 4.7% of managers. He scored 133 points. And Alan St. Maxim, Hella's already mentioned him on the show earlier. I think kind of when he came in and post the restart, he played really well. He's owned by quite a lot, to be honest. Actually, almost 20% of FPL managers at 5.5 million. But a potential.
Important, mate, to look at the cheaper ones as well. I like what you're thinking, and
we need to fill some of those positions. So save a bit of money, and let's say see where we land up.
What about that Saka guy from Arsenal? He's only
I think
$5.5 million.
He's a decent shout. I think he's
assists last year and a goal.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be on the team sheet week in, week out. I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when I look at Arsenal, right? Because they've got Pepe and Willian, both 8 million. Still, Pepe's 8 million. What a rip-off. I mean, surely Saka at 5.5. Pellers, tell us.
Yeah, I like what I'm hearing there. I think Saka is a great shout, actually, at that price, because, like you say, it's midfield is going to be the trickiest bit. Who do you go with? And that's where the leagues are going to be won and lost. You can't have them all. You can't have Aubameyang, Salah, De Bruyne, Bruno, Fernandes. But going back to the point, do we go all in on the first game week though, or we want to get some of these players in, but then we don't want to have a zero, score on our first week, do we? So just because we've got too many high players on the bench, so I think that's going to be done.
You want to keep like the sort of core of the team, like De Bruyne. Yeah. You're going to want him all season, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your choice, mate. Don't it up.
Yeah, so I'm liking all those choices. I think we've got some decisions to be made really around, like you say, about the lower cost options. I think there's a few obvious. I think Aubameyang, just the opening day and just the way Arsenal are playing, I think they're looking good. So I think we've kind of you've given me some good ideas there for the midfield. But yeah, going on to forwards. What do you guys think?
Neil Van Dijk's going to tell us.
So forwards, I don't know. I feel like Werner is worth taking a cheeky punt. I just feel a lot of these big strikers have gone to Chelsea and absolutely flopped. I love the fact when Torres did that, but I reckon for me Werner and Ings is my top two.
Werner and Ings, both expensive though. Captain, what do you think?
I think Werner's a good shout. I think he's going to be really consistent, and Ings as well. Like I'm still going to stick with Ings. I think he's consistent throughout the last couple of seasons. I think he's expensive, but I think he's going to be worth it.
Nice. Patrick Vieira. Anything there? I mean, we've got Ings and Werner.
I would, Werner I'd be just a little bit cautious about because he hasn't been tested yet in Premier League.
But I would COVID, mate. He ain't been tested yet.
Quarantine.
He might not, but he might be a bit of a flop. But
yeah, no, agreed. Yeah,
I would consider Martial because he was banging in the points and he's moved up to forward position.
Yeah, 9 million as well.
He's 9 million, so he's a little bit less, 500,000 less than Werner, and 500,000 more than Ings.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pellers, the ones I'd throw in for you, I think when it comes to the forwards is you're going Ings and you're going Werner. That's actually not bad because they are cheaper than, say, like an Aguero, who's 10.5, incidentally, most expensive. Kane, 10.5. Vardy, 10. Those are the three. To me, they're the most expensive and they're the most unproven from last season.
He's still on holiday as well, isn't he?
Kane.
Yeah, he's still on holiday. He's still in
Bahamas, mate.
Him and Butthead have gone down to the French Polynesia, man.
Yeah,
They've gone scuba diving. No, but what I was going to say, fellas, is I think for maybe the bargain option, if you're going, bargain basement, I had him.
Callum Wilson. What about Callum Wilson for Newcastle?
Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah.
Good shout.
And the other one, though, that I think that, Patrick Vieira called out earlier on was Mitrovic. Like, if Fulham are going to score, it's going to be Mitrovic, isn't it? I mean, it's going to
take penalties.
Season. And if we know anything from last season, every time Ings scored, he got 3 bonus points. Maybe that's Mitrovic this season.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, right now, I'll tell you right now, I've got Werner, Timo Werner and Ings already in there. That's kind of who I went for our team.
Don't tell everyone, mate. Those always cheating people will be listening. They're always cheating.
Well, that's right now, but that's what I'm thinking of, and that's what we're aiming for. But again, it's that balance of the forwards, and you don't want to put too much money up front because where the points are going to be at is going to be midfield. So I don't want to take too much money away from the midfield. I don't think we need to invest too much in defence either because it's just not. There's a lot of cheap options out there, especially when you look at the likes of Burnley and a few of the others. I think it's going to be an interesting one, and maybe I'll try and do the balance.
It's definitely going to be interesting, Pellers. You've had all of our inputs now. You've had all of the expert opinions. You can't get this wrong, mate. It's a shoo-in. No brainer.
Don't F it up.
1,000. We'll be in top 1,000.
We want top 500 this season, Pellers. You get us up on a good one, boy.
Onwards and upwards.
Ladies and gents, that is a wrap. I hope you've enjoyed the pre-season, season 2020-2021. I've had a great time chatting to you guys. It's been brilliant. Can't wait to see how we do, and I'm excited. The season's back on Saturday.
Hey!